Good afternoon and welcome to our latest weather update from the Met Office. It's been quite a soggy start to Sunday for many of us, with low pressure very much in charge of our weather after a week of anticyclonic gloom and high pressure. We've got various weather fronts spinning around this area of low pressure as it pushes its way eastwards as we go into the new working week, and then keeping an eye on low pressure just close by out towards the south of the UK, particularly through Wednesday and Thursday, but generally remaining rather changeable for many of us through much of this week. Back to the rest of Sunday though, and the rain that we've seen out there this morning will continue to push its way north and eastwards as we go through Sunday afternoon. Some heavy downpours, some persistent rain as possible, particularly across the north and the northwest. Maybe the odd showery outbreak of rain across the southwest too, with some hail and thunder mixed in. But across the very far west of Wales, very far southwest of England, maybe just seeing a glimmer of sunshine as we go through later this afternoon. But with a brisk southerly wind, despite those temperatures being a little bit above average for the time of year, 16, potentially 17 degrees across the south, it won't be feeling particularly warm, especially if you're stuck underneath that cloud and rain through this afternoon. As we then go through to this evening, we continue to see that area of rain push its way north and eastwards. Again, turning drier across parts of Wales and southwest England for a time. However, plenty of showers waiting in the wings. These barrelling in on that very brisk southwesterly wind, potentially further coastal gales possible across the very far southwest into the early hours of Monday morning. But for much of the country, generally turning drier overnight, away from the very far northeast of Scotland, where we will hold on to a bit more rain. But where we do see that cloud and rain, generally staying quite mild overnight, temperatures holding up well into the double figures across the south and the southwest. But where we do see some clear skies, potentially turning just a little bit chillier, temperatures here dropping down into the low, potentially mid-single figures in some rural spots. So for parts of Scotland and northern England, a bit of a brighter start on Monday morning, but across the southwest, a cloudy, damp and quite windy start too. We'll continue to see those showers swirling around that area of low pressure, pushing their way northwards. Some heavy downpours are possible, some hail and thunder likely mixed in with those showers too, and remaining really quite windy throughout the afternoon. Parts of Scotland, parts of Northern Ireland faring best in terms of any sunshine, and with lighter winds here, it'll feel pleasantly warm where you do catch the sunshine, away from the very far northeast of Scotland, where we do still hold on to a bit of cloud and rain. Temperatures once again just a touch above average, particularly across the south, 15 or 16 degrees as a max, but with those brisk winds, the heavy showers, it won't be feeling particularly warm again here. Then as we head through Monday evening, we'll continue to see those showers affecting much of England and Wales. Scotland and Northern Ireland always just staying that little bit drier as we head through Monday evening and into the early hours of the morning, although some showery outbreaks of rain just arriving from the west too. The showers eventually pushing their way into the North Sea, although still one or two around into the early hours of Tuesday morning, but potentially turning a little lighter in terms of the wind speeds here, so maybe the temperatures not quite as warm as on Sunday night. But then there's further wet weather on the way as we head through the rest of the week, but you can find out more about that by hitting subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss a weather update. Bye for now.